This is a video about smoking cessation, doing good quality smoking cessation work as a hypnotist or NLPer. We're focusing here on principles versus scripts. Principles versus scripts. Now the reason I'm making this video is because I've had a number of people ask me questions recently about smoking cessation, and it seems to be with some people out there is a notion that there's this sort of holy grail perfect script, hypnosis script if you like, or a hypnosis technique that when you apply it will miraculously transform virtually all smokers into non-smokers. And wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice if such a thing were out there and we didn't really need to understand the dynamics of smoking or the psychology of it or anything like that, and we could just apply this technique? Well, I'm here to disabuse you of that notion, because so far as I know, such a technique does not work. And in fact, searching for that technique or that script or whatever it is, that perfect process, is going to keep you, if you're in that mindset, it's going to keep you from doing the real work of smoking cessation, high quality work. Because the truth is, good quality work is based upon an understanding of what's going on. It's based on certain principles about how people work, how the psychology of this particular addiction works, because it's a little bit different from other addictions. It has its own unique qualities. You're also going to need to bring those understandings to bear upon the unique circumstances of the client you're working with and your unique set of tools and techniques. Now, I was working with a client yesterday. A number of people have asked me, what's your technique? I was working with a client yesterday, and I thought afterwards, what did I use? What did I use tools-wise with this client? And I was bringing a bunch of stuff together, from clean language to NLP and hypnosis, doing some eyes closed trance work stuff, elements and ideas from William Glasser's choice theory, from Alan Carr's easy way method, from 3 principles, stuff coming in from all sorts of directions. Different tools, techniques, submodalities, work, reframing, stuff like this. And it was what came up for the client, with the client. But the place I'm working from is my understandings, my principles, the things that are always so, that are always going to be there. Because the thing that helps people stop smoking is a mind shift. So let me share one principle with you, one principle right now. Take the principle, and if you're trained in NLP, you may have heard this is one of the NLP presuppositions, but take the principle that people make the best choices available to them given their understanding of the situation. Now, when we say choices here, we mean unconscious choices, not conscious, intellectual, thought-through choices, but unconscious choices. In fact, every choice is a no-brainer. Seems like a good idea, seems like the best idea at the time, due to their understanding of the situation. Smoking's just the same. When people choose to continue to smoke, every time they choose to light up, they're choosing to light up because they think deep down that that's the best thing for them. They may intellectually know, of course, that it rots your lungs. They may intellectually know it costs a lot of money. They may know it shortens your life. They may know it has all these health consequences and financial consequences. They know that intellectually, but deep down, they're still choosing to light up because they think that that cigarette is going to do something important for them. Something they want from smoking, something they believe they get from smoking. Now, all the time, the smoker believes that the cigarette is doing something for them. And believe me, it's not. It's not doing a damn thing for them. They think it is because they're caught in a trap. All the time they think it's doing something for them, of course, the unconscious choice is a no-brainer. They may struggle with themselves because they think I shouldn't smoke, or I mustn't smoke, or it's bad, or it's whatever. But deep down, in their inner mind, their deeper mind, it's a no-brainer. That's the choice that makes the most sense in the moment, the one that's going to bring them the most fulfillment, the most well-being. They believe. Now, all the time a person believes that, they're likely to remain a smoker. That's the fact of it. And what it's going to take is a mind shift. A mind shift, a shift in outlook, a shift in perspective, a sudden realization, a seeing of the world and that circumstance in a very different way. Seeing smoking in a very different way. Suddenly understanding that what they thought was true isn't true at all, because you want to shift the understandings at a deep level, and when you shift the understandings at that level, then the choice shifts. People make the best choices available to them given their understanding of the situation. It becomes a no-brainer to not smoke, to throw away the cigarettes, to stay away from the cigarettes. Everything they thought they were getting from the cigarettes, they're now getting from, well, they're getting from where it really comes from. Because I can tell you right now that well-being does not come from smoking, that mental stability does not come from smoking, that clarity of mind does not come from smoking, that confidence does not come from smoking, that centeredness does not come from smoking. In fact, smoking robs people of all of those things and tricks them into thinking the very opposite. This is how the psychology, the mindset of smoking works. So until somebody shifts their mind in this way, there's not going to be any shift, but when they shift their mind in this way, they are empowered to make a new choice in their life. And that choice will be a no-brainer, you see. And so they move from smoking to not smoking. Now, when you understand, I mean, that's a really rapid tour, but when you understand all the psychology, all the principles, how the smoking trap, the psychological trap is built, how it fits with the physiological addiction side, actually, which isn't that much of a major deal, but it plays into it and it needs to be understood. When you understand how all of this works and you can open your client's eyes, you can wake them up from the old hypnosis that has kept them smoking, because believe me, there's a massive component of self-hypnosis that keeps people smoking. When you can wake people up from that so they see it with fresh new eyes, everything shifts, everything changes. So this is what my approach to smoking cessation is based upon. And people have been asking me questions because I've got the smoking cessation seminar coming up. They want to know, you know, what's the technique you're going to be teaching? What's the script you're going to be teaching? What are the tools you're going to be teaching? Well, I'm not going to be teaching any techniques or any scripts. I'm going to be teaching understandings and principles that you can apply. You can apply using your own tools, your own techniques, whatever it is that you're trained in. I'm trained extensively and have practiced NLP and clean language and hypnosis and all manner of other things. These are the things I know, these are the tools I use. But where I use them from is my understanding of human beings, of psychology, of the psychology of this specific addiction, of paying attention to where somebody's at in their current mindset and having an awareness of where it's going to serve them to shift their mind to. That's where I'm working from. What I'm teaching on this seminar is exactly that, where to work from, the stuff that works. I'm going to be sharing that understanding with you so you can go and you can apply it using your own tools and your own techniques. I don't know what it is that you do. Maybe you're an EFT practitioner. Maybe you're an NLP based as well. Maybe it's more hypnosis for you. Maybe, I don't know what it is. I don't know what your methodology is, what your tools, what your talents, what your skills are. But what this seminar is offering you is the understandings, the very mind shift that underpins the successful transition from smoker to non-smoker. Not just non-smoker, but happy, fulfilled, centered, grounded, enjoying the rest of your life kind of a non-smoker. Not the kind that people fear. They think that their life is going to be somehow lacking. That isn't how it's going to be. So if the way I'm speaking to you right now makes sense and you're interested in upping your game as a smoking cessation practitioner, I invite you to join me on this seminar. It's in January. I'll give you the specific details, the dates, in the About section below this video, or if this is on the blog page, you'll see it on the blog page. You'll be able to find out, you know, where it is and what's going on. And if you have any questions about it, there'll be a comment section below, whether this is on YouTube or the blog. Either way, ask the questions. I will provide you with the best answers that I possibly can. Take care.